War is coming to the physical. They will demonize the ally. They will sing and recite stories to put fear into the program so that you would go against the ally. What they call the enemy is truly not what this is, what they say. It's only enmity to them. And in order for them to destroy their enemy, they must make friends with their true enemy, the original. They would disguise their motives. They would disguise the truths, as they've been doing for years, for centuries. Sweeping the truth under the rug, trying to hide it at every cost. But the truth will continue to expose itself. As the originals become stronger and start to break free from the program, the veil will slowly be pulled away. Fear is a major component, a major weapon that they continue to use for centuries. Fear of the unknown. They are truly weaker than they perceive to be. Illusion of strength to hide their weakness. The so-called history and stories they tell you to turn your backs to the truth. The fear, the unnormal. The unnormal, it's truly the truth. Normal to you is what they painted for you to believe in. Demons, Jesus, angels, mystical creatures, dragons, mermaids, so forth and so forth. Don't believe everything they tell you. The things that they believe and understand are things that has been programmed into them by their masters. No longer should you see your own, your allies, your kind as the enemy. Division is the strongest delusion that they have on the originals right now. The enemy's creations would have you believe that they're nice or loving when they're far from the truth. They're the opposite. Like your reflection in the mirror. They're hateful. They're cruel. And even some of their own are starting to understand who the true originals are. Who those with true love and compassion are. Your true enemy is those that doesn't look like you. And if you are confused on who you are, understand this. You are hated everywhere you go in this realm. For your understanding, I will call it planet. You can be in the so-called America and be hated. You can be in so-called Africa and be hated. You can be in the so-called Asia and be hated. Or rather, you go to the far corners of the earth or not, you will be hated, but disguised with a smile. Some cannot help to show their true intentions. They're unstable creatures because they're not originals. There are mutated copies of the originals. Experiments. Experiments that just couldn't get completely right. They are missing a key component that cannot be duplicated. Only the creator can make a certain compound through itself. And this is why they cannot possess it, no matter what they do. Even when these mutated copies are duplicated with an original, all it does is water it down. It still cannot produce, no matter how much it does. Meditate on this. Why do they look so much different than you? If you duplicate it with a mutated copy, it looks less than you. If that copy duplicated with another mutant copy, it looks less than itself. And if it duplicates once more with another duplicate, it doesn't look like the original any longer. This is done in the span of 100 years, give or take. Original can be erased. The compound from the creator can be removed. And after centuries of this being done, you're left with the copies you see now that looks nothing like the creator, the creation of the creator, the originals. The mutated copies cannot keep up with the originals. On top of the fact that they cannot completely make copies for themselves, they're losing the ability. Nature's they're in survival mode at this point. And no matter how much they hate the originals, they cling on to the originals for survival. Now the programming is to duplicate with originals. Now the programming is the originals should be with the copies, the mutants. Originals should stay with the originals. And those that have been weakened do not continue the process of weakening the originals. Return to the originals, return to nature, return to the creator. Strengthen your realm. Cleanse this disease that's spreading. Stop going against your brother. They have programmed you to hate self. They've programmed to hate brethren, to hate originals. Unforgiveness is at a high. Compassion is at a low. Understanding is close to blind. Break free from program.